Hello, world. Today in Taipei, it is raining, and it usually rains about 3 hours every afternoon, and then it's sunny and great. So that's one minor thing. But more interesting stuff, other than the weather. So, as many of you probably know, I'm probably a little well known for sharing certain medical stories, we'll call them. For instance, the great Thanksgiving experience, wherein a doctor told me he had never seen so much food in a human stomach before. I like sharing these. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't. But now I'm going to share one that's going to be forever on the internet. So, a few months ago, I thought it would be a great idea if I went for a bike ride. So I get outside, where typically people like to ride bikes, and without a long sleeve shirt, just a short sleeve shirt because it's the sun, and I feel like I should soak up some of those rays. And I'm riding along, and everything's going great, and I end up being out there for like 4 hours. 4 hours. And I don't know if you noticed this, but I come in two shades. One is white, and the other one is extremely pasty white. Unfortunately, I burned a little bit when I was out there because I didn't adequately prepare myself. So I got back home and started peeling after this bike ride. It was like a day later. And I thought I'd give myself a rest, get a little break from activity. And then I decided after a couple days, even though I was kind of peeling, that maybe it'd be a good idea to go swimming. So I got my swimsuit together. I went down to the public pool, did a few laps, practiced my kicks and my floating. Came back, and a few days later, I noticed a little bump on my arm. Just a wee little bump. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Maybe it's like a pimple. Or maybe it's like an ingrown hair or something. I've had those before. They go away. It's natural. It's the largest organ in the body, the skin. So you figure every now and then something goes wrong. It's okay. No, actually, it just kept getting bigger. This bump just kept growing and growing and growing. And then it got really painful. And I'm like, nah, that's probably not right. So I told a few people about this because I'm really bad at keeping things to myself. And they all told me to go to the hospital, like immediately. I said, go to the hospital. By the way, there's a bunch of lightning, so it might get really thunderous in a second. So they told me to go to the hospital. I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's go see what things are like here. So I went to the hospital. And it was a pretty easy process. It was a little dermatology clinic, actually, no bigger than a coffee shop. And I went inside, and apparently it was a staph infection that I got. A pretty nasty one. So the doctor had to drain it, and here's the part of the footage that will probably get this video taken off of YouTube. Yep. By the way, I have analytics from YouTube on all these videos, so I can see where people stop watching, and so if you make it this far, you totally get a prize. Just comment on Facebook or on Google, and I'll give you 2 prizes if you can do that. Yeah, all in all, pretty gnarly experience, but good news is it was a cheap experience. Cost me about $8 US to go to the doctor and get meds. Side note, doctor laughed at me when I said I wanted pain meds because he was confused since I was a man, and men generally don't get pain meds in Taiwan. But pretty easy experience, everything healed up. So this is what I would say. There's not an obvious lesson in all of this, but wear sunscreen.
You could make some jump cuts.
I would probably make some jump cuts. Jump cut time!